Quite the smooth trail we have going on today in Santa Monica. Woohoo! All rocks, but they're all flat. Bubba Gumps. It's alright. It's overpriced and not great, but I've eaten there before. Not today. So, out here on the Santa Monica Pier. Beautiful, sunny Santa Monica, California. Oh yeah. That's the stuff right there, baby. I'm loving these new screened walkways they put in. They've got a little push to them. Certainly ease up on the wear and people tripping in high heels. Maybe it's worse. Who knows? Oh yeah, it's a path. They are continuous footsteps. Bike path from Santa Monica Pier, past California Avenue. Be up here to Montana soon. It's a long walk to Montana. And we'll hit Will Rogers State Beach and decide which way I'm going to go up. Either through Temescal Canyon, which is a route I know, or up through Will Rogers State Park and up that trail, which I haven't been on. None of them are terribly complex. I should survive. You're getting a later start than I had wanted. Just hung out, talked to some friends. So we're going to walk up and hike up into them there mountains. Some of the residences along this fairly exclusive stretch of beach. Hey, there's some traffic. I'm on the Pacific Coast Highway. I'm on Pacific Coast Byway, which, by the way, is right on the Pacific Coast. We're not exactly on the trail, but we're on a trail of sorts. This is what happens with LA rainwater. It goes there. Like less than a mile from the roar of cars on Sunset Boulevard. Just pretty. Up that way. Look at that. Temescal Creek and Temescal Falls. Actually, hello falls. That's pretty. The bridge. People coming up behind me going to disturb my serenity, but it's theirs too. Climbing up out of Temescal Canyon. It's our first good view of the west side. Santa Monica over there. Nice first fresh air, fresh breeze off of the Pacific. I got day hikers trying to catch me. No self-respecting, break-taking PCTer would allow that. Let's vamonos. This trail needs some gorillas of its own. It's not too overgrown here. The grasses have been a little thick, but easily walkable. A little rocky here, and a little steep. Little. I emphasize little. This is so much easier than when I weighed a lot more hiking this. It's also a lot easier when you got 500 miles of hiker legs underneath, even though I've taken a week off, a week and a half now, a week for Mother's Day and birthdays. Anyway, we're almost to the top. Show you more views when we get there. Not too shabby for a local LA hike. Pretty darn beautiful up here. Pretty soon we'll be up here. Actually, I'm part of the Backbone Trail, and maybe I'll document some of that when I get up there. Okay. A little bit of moisture, marine layer. Rich people live over there. Slightly less rich people live over here, and everybody else is somewhere over there. Yeehaw! What a pretty day. Ooh, look at all these. Can't tell if they're lupine or chia sage. They don't look like chia sage. I can't tell, but there's lots of them. They're pretty and they smell very fragrant. Maybe that's redundant. It's like saying they smell. Ooh, look at these guys. Pretty. One of the neat things on the upper sections of these trails are the big rock formations. I don't know if that's Skull Rock from the backside here or not. It's a rock. Rock on. Look at all the monkey flowers. There are so many. All the way up here, they're very salmon color. They look more orange here, but they look quite salmon to my eye. Yeah, pretty nice. Bunch of monkey. Look out, don't fall over. Monkey flowers and other flowers. And more monkey flowers up there. Look, monkey flowers. Eee. Alright. Quit taking pictures and walk already. This section is pretty overgrown, but pretty. Lots of bees. They're all around me. They don't care as long as I just keep moving. Wow, look at all the buckwheat. It's just gorgeous. I don't know what these little guys here are. These are kind of invasive. I think they're native, but they take over. The wallflowers back there. They're a version of what looks like a wallflower. They're not as, each of them are not as big. There they are. The bees don't like that. Let's go before I get stung. There are so many. It's just buzzing. Ow, someone poked me in the leg. may or may not be able to hear things from these houses down here. Ooh, look, our own private water tank and reservoir that's empty. Or not, maybe it's covered now. These guys are having a party. Some nice flamenco or some type of Latin guitar. Huh. Good for them. And then you get to this part of the Temescal Ridge Trail. Just came out just below down there. Santa Monica on the west side. Some of the west side. The rest of the west side's back over there. I'm going to take a left up here. I think I'm going to take it's not a shortcut because, so yeah, I have to get a ticket for the campground before I camp there. It's about 1.5 miles, a little under 1.5 miles from the ticket kiosk in the parking lot at Trippett Ranch. It is $7 a night, or at least it was. We'll see what it is now. Which is more than reasonable. There's 3 ways. 2 of them are easily a couple of miles out of the way and then back. And then the other way is up here, just a bit up the trail here. There's a feeder trail down into this neighborhood here. And then you walk the road a little bit to another feeder trail, get you to the next ridge. Basically allows me, instead of going all the way up there and then all the way back to the kiosk is somewhere over there. So that's what we're gonna do, and hopefully not get harassed by security as I walk through some rich neighborhood. Spiky. Sorry for the out of focus. I don't know what they are. They're not woolly blue curls. There's something else. With monkey flowers. I can kind of see the trail. When I'm filming going through those, I'm not getting all the brush knockoff that I normally get with my poles, but I got them both in one hand in front of me and still trying to knock off some of those early bugs. I don't know what this guy is. What are you? Some kind of vine. I tell you, this trail, it's just like California. Just changes constantly. Right when you think you're like in a groove and happy in your surrounding will change, the tread will change, and your best choice is to like it as well. People should come do this with me. I like this trail. It's a great little practice trail for any kind of backpacking. Safe, local, mostly devoid of big power lines, but you know, you're only like 6 miles from civilization. if that. All right, I'm gonna huff and puff up the rest of this hill, put you back in my pocket, whether you want to be there or not. So we're going down Trailer Canyon Fire Road. There's no trailers down there. Well, there might be trailers, but I can assure you they're very large and expensive ones. Not much of a fire road anymore, but I mean, they could drive it. Bicycles use it, and they're allowed to, which is great. See, this stuff is just bleh, too much. Whatever this mustardy little bushy yellow flowering thing is. So yeah, it's gonna be this for a little bit, and then we're gonna walk some streets, and then we're gonna go to Santa Ynez Canyon Trail. So we're gonna go down here a bit more into the Summit. That is the name of this housing development. Let's hope it doesn't go all Rambo First Blood and they let me pass on through. So I'd hate to have to blow up their little community just because I want to hike. Really, really pretty day. There it is. The Summit. We're now taking bets as to how long it takes someone to call the police when I go walk through. What are these pretty flowers? What are these? These are, I can't tell. The bees would like me to move along, so I shall. All right, here we are at the summit. I don't know what the sign says here. This is just the Santa Monica Mountains rules. Trailer Canyon Trailhead. I don't see nothing but private property, nothing. So I'm gonna go down here, take a right, walk around the big curve, go out, get some houses, and take the next right available. And hopefully they let me. That'd be nice. And this is some nice houses up here. I didn't realize a lot of this is kind of condos, apartment style living. See down there. It's pretty up here though. And then I gotta climb up the mountains again. So maybe this wasn't a good plan because I was already at height. Would have had further to go, but yeah, new trails. I finally found the canyon entrance and the trail entrance. No booze. It's gonna be a climb. Tippett Ranch parking lot, 2.2 miles. That's the way we're going. Oh, I got a bug in my eye. Caution. Ticks. Poison oak. Alright, let's try not to die. This thing is a strange place. Look at this, all manufactured. Interesting. Look at this, we should have these on the PCT. These are better than dog bones. Probably just as much of a pain in the butt to carry as a dog bone. I'm assuming this is the trail. I have no idea. Yeah. Guessing this is the trail, yep. Yeah. Ticks and poison oak. Why don't you freaking cut some of the trail, dude? Anyway, I'm put away my phone. Myself into more adventure than I thought. Oh, the hazards. It's moist back here on this trail. Limbo. Oh, not low enough. Caught on my solar panel. Gotta fix that. Get more low profile. It sticks up a little bit too much. Creek's running right there. Creek's running right there. Who knew? River crossings. Apparently, the trail's up there. Man, who'd have thunk? No way. Creek's still flowing. That's very nice. There's a little rainforest in here. Crazy. Southern California. May. Creeks flowing. Birds singing. I'm voluntarily hiking up hills. It is a Christmas miracle in pre-summer. What a crazy little canyon this is. Same basic flowers as we've been having. A couple of other plants that I've taken pictures of that I haven't seen before. Let's see if we can get those ID'd. Here's these little dudes again. But just green, 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 green. There's tick signs, tick warning signs posted at the beginning of this. So I should put away my camera and use both my poles to smack that grass out of the way. Well, San Ynez Canyon Trail was worth the effort to get to it. The long windy road to get down to the housing division that was reminiscent of the PCT. But anyway, cross the creek down there, I don't know, probably a dozen times. And you come all the way up and it's just wet, 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 wet. What you've seen, and then boom, come out there at the end, make a hard hairpin. And it's back to the drier dirt we know and love. And it was humid in there. I'm probably gonna miss sunset at the top of the hill at this rate. So I'm gonna put the phone away and try to make it. It's just right up there. Well, it was a little bit more just up there. A little more up there than just. Took me a while. Took me a while to clear that hill out of the San Ynez Canyon Trail. And now I'm on one of the Topanga Fire roads. And just up here on the right should be the Topanga Nature Trail, which is, I think, goes down through there. It's going to be almost dark by the time I get to camp. Oh well. It's not like I got to be up early tomorrow. Sleep in. I got to sleep in. Birds are going to wake me up. Crows will definitely wake me up. But maybe I'll fall back asleep again. And we found the Topanga Nature Trail. So far it's full of monkey flowers and sage. Big old California sages. Smell so strong. It's all overgrown. Well, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as parts of the San Ynez. My feet are a little tired though. Tired of these ruts. forgot to tell you earlier, because I didn't even record it. I had a snake hiss at me after I had gone past it. I guess it was a rattler. I've never really heard a gopher snake hiss, but maybe they can. But yeah, it hissed after no rattle or anything. And I so don't care anymore. I didn't even bust up my camera. I barely even turned. In fact, I didn't really. I kind of laughed at it and kept walking. A spider web in my eye, and there's no tree within like 50 feet of me on the left. Where the hell did that spider throw that from? Well, I got my ticket at the kiosk. Now I'm walking up through Mush Meadows. Giant old oaks. Grainy video. So that might be it for tonight. Holy crap, that's a water source.